These 4 ferrets have very different personalities, so I built a challenge run with a shallow water trap to see how they each approach solving the problem and who can complete the course fastest. First up, Wriggles. She was the favourite in pre-race polling because she's fast, fearless and loves sticking her face in water, so this puddle trap should give her no problems.
Go! Wriggles!
Wriggles was initially more interested in the smell of everything. They don't get to walk on the grass very often, but once she realised there were treats up ahead, she was all about trying to reach them. But surprisingly for a ferret that loves water so much, she didn't trust this shallow tray. She briefly considers climbing over, monkey bar style presumably, but eventually plucks up the courage to pick a dainty path down the shallower side, almost keeping 2 feet dry. She sets the bar with a respectable time of 1 minute 3 seconds. Next up, Luffy. Like his pirate namesake, he is fearless and smarter than he looks. He's also a skilled toe bean super, so will he just dig his way across the puddle?
Go!
Luffy and his brother Zoro came to me recently from a rescue centre. He's had a tough life and is extremely motivated by treats, but that water is proving a tough obstacle for these ferrets. He investigates the possibilities of up and under before deciding to head back to the start to look for another route around. Of course, knocking over the camera while he's there. Finally back on track, he seems to almost rev himself up for a big leap, then picks the same dainty side path as Wriggles did. Luffy's time in the end, a disappointing 1 minute and 28 seconds. Next ferret, Zoro. Despite his disability, he was second in pre-race polling. He's the nuttiest of the bunch and has a huge heart, but only having 1 eye means he struggles with depth perception. How will this affect the way he approaches the puddle?
Oh, there we go! Go!
As well as having only 1 eye, Zoro seems to have bad hearing on one side, as he often struggles to pinpoint where a sound is coming from. Right now he's just taking his time, giving everything a good sniff.
Come get the treats!
He gives the water a sniff, decides he doesn't like it, then realises there's a big bag of treats rattling up ahead. He goes to look for another way around, but is quickly brought back on track by the sound of the treats. Frustrated by the wet tray, he tries to dig his way out, so I intervene with the treat bag close up to save my lawn. Like Luffy, Zoro's had a tough life until recently, and you can see how motivated he is to get those treats. But there's no persuading him to cross that shallow puddle. After almost 3 minutes of coaxing and cajoling, he decides his only option is to dig a tunnel, so I stop the race. So, Zoro did not finish, and we know he doesn't like water. Finally, Scruffles. This is a very passionate ferret who is neurotic about her toys. She seems to think before she acts more than the other ferrets, so will this cautious approach slow her down?
Go!
Like her sister, Scruffles was mostly stunned to be left on the lawn alone at first, but then I deployed this secret weapon, Brian. I can never resist an underdog, and thought Scruffles' obsession with her toys could be used to strike a blow against her doubters. She's still really unsure of the water, but instead of being super cautious, in the end decides to just YOLO it across the deeper side of the puddle to save her squeaky toy. That's a tournament-winning time of 24 seconds. So a surprise win from Scruffles, although the live stream viewers accused me of cheating because I used a squeaky toy to activate her booster. What do you think? Did I cheat?